second half. Yeah, there you go.
Well, yeah, our last few games at home, we've played very poorly in the first half, and we really stressed that in pre-game. And I guess I didn't stress it enough at halftime, because the second half was kind of how we've played a lot of first halves at home. I don't understand it. You know, we played very well, I thought, in the first half, played hard. In the second half, we were flat. We had a lot of defensive breakdowns from just the scouting report on how we wanted to defend certain players in certain sets, and that's frustrating when that happens. And again, we struggled to shoot the ball, 35%. We had a nice game on the board with 19 offensive rebounds. Our big problem all year, a lot of our losses, you can look at point differential on turnovers, and today it was 19-2. Our turnovers seem to be very at inopportune times and allow them easy baskets. They converted 15 turnovers into one plus points per possession. They had 9 turnovers that we turned into 2 points. So that's been a problem for us all year, both ways. Not being able to convert turnovers into points when we get them, and having a huge deficit there. They did a nice job on Jess. It was difficult for her to get looks at the basket. And when that happens, somebody else has to step forward, and we had one do it. Crystal Porter had a really nice game, 21 and 15. My attitude, I'm proud of her. She plays the most minutes she's played all year. She has a real strange foot condition that really limits her practice time as well as game time. And she's been working hard in practice. We've been struggling getting consistency at that position, so we decided to start her tonight, and I thought she played well in a losing cause.
Was the UTEP's defense, or the fact they're a triple team, just any different than you've seen this season?
Yes, very different.
And I guess the rest of the players didn't handle it well, or can we step up?
Well, you know, they rely on her. They look to her. No question, you've seen us play all year. We've struggled to have a second and third scorer every game. I mean, we dropped from just 20+ points a game to under 8 for our next highest scorer, and that spot has been inconsistent with who it is, how many they get. You know, it wasn't anything that hasn't really transpired all year, other than we couldn't get Jess enough looks. But we haven't had a consistent second, third, even a fourth scorer from one game to the next. It's different. When we have 2 or 3 in double figures, we've won a lot of those games. A lot of the games we've lost, it's been like today. Today it was Crystal with 21 and 15 instead of Jess. But we didn't have anybody else that could, you know, and it's been a problem, no question. Now, our shooting percentages with the players outside of Jess, pretty much the last 8-10 games, has been very poor and inconsistent.
What are your thoughts on this being Jess's senior day?
I'm disappointed for her. She's meant so much to the program, and senior day is a special day. It's one time. I was fearful that they would defend her the way they did, and you know, give them credit. Their best player wasn't here, Kayla Thornton, who's first team all conference, averaging a double-double, having a great senior year. They had other players step up, and but they have other players to score other than her, obviously. But you know, I was hoping that you always want to win the final game for the seniors, final home game, and we have not been a good home team this year. It's very disappointing, frustrating. It's our 6th straight home loss. You know, we didn't take care of business at home, I think this is just the second time since I've been here that we've lost on senior day. We did that to them last year on their senior day in El Paso. So I guess they got us back this year.
That's all. Thank you, sir.
Okay.